Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you are having a great time. So in the last video I showed you my V series deck profile for last card Revon. If you haven't checked it, I'll provide the link in the I button. Please go check it out. And in this video I'm going to show you my V series deck profile for Regalia of Wisdom Angelica. So let's get into it. So for our first grade 3 we are running 4 copies of Regalia of Wisdom Angelica. So this will be going to be our boss unit in which we will definitely get into. So its skill continuous on Vanguard Circle. All of your rear guards with Divine Gauge cannot be chosen by your opponent's cards effects, and they will get power plus 5000. So this first skill is quite good in itself because all you need is your rear guard will be having a divine gauge, and if you don't know what divine gauge is, it's basically similar to equip gauge for Tachikase, but due to its like divinity of the clan of the Genesis, that's why it is named as divine gauge, and it's just basically a face down card on your rear guard circle. So that's basically a very good skill, as your opponent cannot retire your rear guards or either bind your rear guards, or they cannot be locked either, and they will get an extra 5k bonus. So the first skill in itself is quite very good. And its second skill, auto on Vanguard Circle. When it attacks, you can choose up to 2 of your rear guards and put up to 1 card from your soul face down as a divine gauge for each of those units. So the second skill automatically favors the first skill, as it will set up the divine gauge for you, and according to the first skill they will get the effects and they will get the extra bonus. So this card is self-sufficient for its skill. And its third skill, auto on Vanguard Circle. At the end of your opponent's turn, cost discard 5 divine gauges and heal a card from your damage zone. So healing from a heal trigger is not the only option in this deck. You can also heal any card from your damage zone by discarding any 5 divine gauge. So if you combine all the 3 skills, you can obviously say that this card is quite a lot strong. And our next grade 3 supports this card also, and it makes it more strengthened. So our next grade 3 is 4 copies of Cosmic Regalia CEO Yggdrasil. So this card is basically from the Legion era, and it's been reprinted in the V series, and it is also a very good card, and it basically supports the playstyle that Angelica gives to the V series. So its skill continuous on Vanguard or rear guard circle. All of your rear guards with a divine gauge gets boost, and then this if this unit is on Vanguard circle and it is your opponent's turn, then those rear guards cannot be affected by anything of your opponent's cards. So basically Angelica set up the your divine gauge for the rear guards, and it also strengthens the rear guards due to that divine gauge, and this card to do the same thing, and it gives an additional boost. So you can think like if your front row are having a grade 3s and if your back row are also having grade 3s, then you can boost with grade 3, and then if your grade 3 is 13k, then it will be 26k because the grade 3 booster will also have the 13k, and due to the skill of Angelica both of them will get 5k. So that's basically 10k. So 26 plus 10, that's basically 36k without any trigger effect. So this gives a very massive big numbers. And its second skill, act on Vanguard or rearguard circle once per turn. Cost counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 Regalia of Fate Norn. Call it to rearguard. Shuffle your deck. Choose up to 2 of your rearguards and put up to 1 card each from your soul face down as divine gauge for each of these units. So this basically skill represents the Legion, as for a counterblast of 1 you can call its Legion card, that is Regalia of Fleet Norn, to a rearguard circle. Then you need to shuffle your deck, and it is doing the same thing as Angelica, that from your soul you can put up to 1 card each from your soul face down for any 2 of your rearguards as divine gauge, and due to the skill of Angelica they will get plus 5000. So Yggdrasil and Angelica synchronizes very well with each other. So up to now you should have understood that in case of pulling off that skill, we need to have a lot of cards in the soul. So basically we need to soul charge a lot. So most of our grade 2s and grade 1s will be concentrating on soul charging. So the obvious grade 2 that we are running are 4 copies of Regalia of Fate Norn, which is the Legion for Yggdrasil. Its first skill, act on Vanguard or rearguard circle once per turn. Counterblast 1, draw a card and choose one of your rear guards. You may put a card from your soul face down as Divine Gauge for that unit. If you put a card, soul charge 2. So that's again setting up a Divine Gauge for any one of your rear guard on the cost of Counterblast 1, and for that Counterblast 1 you can draw a card and you can soul charge 2. So that's basically soul charge 1 because you get that one card from the soul as the Divine Gauge. And its second skill, auto on rearguard circle, once per turn. At the end of the battle, it boosted a unit with Regalia in its card name. Cost, discard a card from your hand and one of this unit's divine gauges. Stand the unit that was boosted, and that unit gets power plus 10,000 and drive minus 1 until end of that turn. So at the end of the battle that it boosted a Regalia unit, you can discard a card from your hand and one divine gauge for this unit, and you can stand the unit that it C has boosted. Basically, if you see that the power increase is 10,000 and the drive is minus 1, so you can say, so it will be desirable that it basically boosted the vanguard. The twin drive will become a drive check. So regarding the rear guard skill, it's quite good. It's not that great, but it's quite good. So our next grade 2 are obviously Regalia cards. So it is 4 copies of Demon Exorcism, Regalia Thrud. So its skill auto on rearguard circle. When placed, you may put a card from your soul face down as a divine gauge for this unit. So that's basically setting up your divine gauge. So its second skill auto on rearguard circle. At the end of the battle it attacked or boosted. Cost. This unit has one or more divine gauge and move all of this unit's divine gauge to another rearguard. Put this unit into soul and draw a card. So if you see, the second skill is very good with Angelica and Yggdrasil because it can attack your opponent, it can boost your unit for attacking your opponent. After that, you just need to have more than one divine gauge for this unit, and you can move all these units divine gauge to another rear guard, so that rear guard will obviously gain a large amount of divine gauge, and you can put this card into your soul. So that's basically increasing your soul cards, and after that you can also draw a card. So that's basically a huge gain on your side. So that's why I'm running 4 copy of Thrud. Our last grade 2 are 3 copies of Twilight Hunter Artemis. So this card is not a regalia, but despite of its not being regalia, its skill is quite good if you consider the divine gauge playstyle. So its skill auto on rearguard circle. When it attack hits, you may put a card from your soul face down as divine gauge for this unit. And its second skill continuous on rearguard circle. This unit gets power plus 10,000 for each of these units divine gauge. So definitely you can set up your divine gauge for this unit by its own skill, and you can strengthen your power of this unit again with its own skill using the divine gauge that it got earlier. And with the help of Yegdrasil, each and every card of your deck gets boost. So this unit can also be used for boosting as well as attacking. So it can be minimum of 28k attacker. So this gives quite a good magic number. And if you like my videos like this, you can also check out the other videos that I have uploaded. I will give the link in the I button, so go check it out. So next are our grade 1s, and for the first grade 1 I am using 4 copies of Oblation Regalia, where so its skill auto on rearguard circle. When it attacks or boosts, you may put a card from your soul face down as a divine gauge for this unit. So that's basically setting up your divine gauge, as this deck basically focuses on that playstyle only. And its second skill act on rearguard circle once per turn. Cost, discard one of its units divine gauge. Soul charge 3 if you have a vanguard with regalia in its card name. Cost, retire this unit and counter charge 1. So it's once per turn skill. So you have to discard one of its divine gauge, and you can soul charge 3 because we need maximum soul charge for the our boss grade 3 units skill. And if you have a vanguard with regalia, that will be obviously the case even if you ride Yggdrasil or Angelica. Both of them are regalia, so you can countercharge one with the cost of retiring this unit. So its divine god skill is very important for the deck, its soul charge ability is very important for the deck, and moreover you can get a counter charge as well. So for our next grade ones, we are having 4 copies of White Brush Witch Arctic. Actually, we don't have much of Regalia support for grade 1, so I'm using a Witch card, but its skill somehow synergizes with the deck playstyle as it gives you a soul and obviously it strengthens your unit. So you can obviously use this card in the deck. So its skill auto on Vanguard or Rearguard circle when placed. Look at two cards from the top of your deck. Put one card from among them into your soul and put one card from among them on the top of your deck. So that's basically soul charging and milling the deck. So whenever it's placed without any cost, you can look at the two cards on top of your deck, and if you suppose there's a trigger unit and there's a normal unit, you can obviously soul charge with the normal unit. You can give it that card into the soul and you can put the trigger unit on the top of your deck. So whenever you go for a drive check, you will obviously reveal a trigger unit. Either that can be a critical trigger or draw trigger or heal trigger, or it can be any trigger that you want. And its second skill, auto on Rearguard circle, once per turn. When your grade 3 or greater vanguard attacks one of your vanguards and this unit gets power plus 5000 until end of that turn. So whenever your grade 3 or grade 4 vanguard attacks this unit and your vanguard, both will get power plus 5000 until end of that turn. For our next two grade 1s, we will be having two mythic beasts, and you can obviously guess that very easily. They are not regalia cards, but they obviously support the playstyle and they somehow helps the deck in that soul charge purpose and the power purpose. So the first grade 1 for that is two copies of Mythic Beast Hati, and its first skill continuous on Vanguard or Rearguard circle. During your turn, if you Soul Blast for the cost of your card this turn, this unit gets power plus 5000. So just for Soul Blast of 1, you can get power plus 5000. And its second skill, Auto on Vanguard or Rearguard circle, when it is placed, Soul Charge 2. So basically the first skill is useful in that sense. If you are using your soul for any ability of other card, this unit will get power plus 5000. So that's using its skill, you can get power up to that unit and this unit too, and when it's placed you can also soul charge too. And obviously our next grade 1 are two copies of Mythic Beast Skoll, and it's basically our grade 3 Sorcerer as well as power gainer. So its skill continues on Vanguard or Rearguard circle. During your turn, if you Soul Blast for the cost of your card this turn, this unit will get power plus 5000. That basically the same skill as we saw in Hati, that if any of your card uses Soul Blast for its skill, this unit will get power plus 5000. And its second skill, auto on Vanguard or Rearguard circle. When placed from hand, look at 5 cards from top of your deck, reveal up to 1 grade from among them and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. And if you put a grade 3 in your hand, you have to discard a card from your hand. Now for the last grade 1, I am running two copies of Supportive Sorcerer Communis. So its skill on Vanguard Circle auto, when placed, cost, put a card from your hand into your soul and draw cards. So that's basically changing one card of your hand and soul charging with it. And its second skill, auto on Rearguard Circle, when placed, soul charge 1. And then if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, soul charge 1 and one of the Vanguards gets power plus 5000 until end of that turn. So whenever this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, if your Vanguard is less than grade 3, then you can soul charge 1. But if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can soul charge 1 and you can get one of the Vanguard power plus 5000, and it can be your main Vanguard too. Now for the starter, you can use any of the cards that you like, but I am using one copy of Aiming for the Star Artemis, as the artwork matches with the deck quite a lot. So its skill is the generic and all of the starters have the same skill. So auto, when rode upon, draw a card, and then if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 1 or greater, put a quick sealed ticket into your hand. Now for the trigger lineup, I am using the obvious lineup: 8 crits, 4 draw pieces and 4 heals. So you can change it according to your wish if you like, but I am using 8 critical triggers, now 4 Kukurihime and 4 Cyber Tiger, 4 draw pieces, that is Kusinada, and 4 Witch of Big Pots Laurier for heal triggers. Now this was all for the deck profile, but if you want to see like how you can play this deck, then I am showing right now a possible combination of skills that can be used. So if you want to go into your grade 3 Angelica, so that's basically focuses on the rear guards having the divine gauge. So you can have the divine gauge with the help of Norn or Var, and you can also strengthen the power by using Hati or Communis, even Hati and Skoll. But You can also get the divine gauges with the help of Thrud or Communis. And basically, if you want to go to Yggdrasil, you can use them also. Like Yggdrasil focuses on all the rear guards with divine gauges and it gives them boost. And it basically calls out Norn. So that's basically legion for you. So you can use communication through for that purpose, as the more rear guards having divine gauge, the more benefit you will get. So with this we come to the end of our deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. This was my version, but it's up to you, you like it or not. Let me know in the comment section your what are your thoughts. And if you like the video, a thumbs up will be great. And if you want to see any deck profile of your choice, tell me that in the comment section too. So if you want to see more this kind of videos or anything regarding Vanguard, you can subscribe to the channel anytime that you like. And thanks for watching. Perky Percival signs off.